Good morning. I'm State Senator Juan Mendez, representing Legislative District 8. We are here because the Senate is posed to vote on HB2274, a bill that deals with the creation of a special tax district for theme parks and stadiums. That's all things that we should be focusing on today or now. So let's be clear, this is a bad bill for many reasons, but specifically this bill reduces local control. It makes it easier for developers like sports team owners, of all people, to get tax money by cutting out our cities from the decision-making process, thereby cutting out the most accessible way for residents, our community, to weigh in on these decisions of giving away our tax money. These special districts that the bill HB 2274 would make easier to create do not put tax dollars back into our community. The creation of these would allow them to levy as much as 9% sales tax, which would go to the developers to recover construction-related costs, and just to make them whole again when our communities go without services. So currently, this does not sound right for Arizona. This doesn't sound economically right. This doesn't sound like how you build out a community. But currently, in order for a developer, like how the Coyotes were looking around to take advantage of this, to get this kind of deal, it would need approval from the city that wants to bring in this kind of project in. So they're cutting that out with this bill. And so cities and economists are increasingly recognizing that public investments in stadiums, those kinds of deals or projects, they fail to deliver on the promises of being an economic boon to the community. And the math for this kind of public investment just doesn't pan out for the cities. We're not the ones that get the good end of the deal in these kinds of deals. So why or who really is pushing to reduce local input? Tempe voters, many of whom I represent at the state legislature, in a historic numbers, voted in a special election last May to reject the public subsidies the Coyotes were asking for to build their stadium in Tempe. So again, we have to ask why, and specifically who is pursuing the idea of reducing local input and local control. The ones who have, it's only going to end up being the ones who have a lot to gain from passing this kind of legislation are the developers, right, and big sports teams. They're the only ones who stand to develop from a theme park or a stadium. The former owner of the Coyotes recently said that they wanted to secure this type of special taxing districts for new entertainment districts in Phoenix. So, we know lots of people are waiting to take advantage of us. They're just, ready to jump in and start using our tax money to develop their projects. And that's why I'm here today, to communicate to everybody that HB 2274 must be voted down.